Hey y'all, the next question that we have asks how to find legit good scholarships. And I've got kind of 3 tips here to help you with those. The first one is pretty straightforward and obvious. You've got to complete your FAFSA. If you haven't, go ahead and get that done. One of the obstacles that I have seen from a handful of people has been that they can't get the information needed from their parents on the income tax side. I understand that. I get it. I don't know that my parents would have told me what their adjusted gross income was for the year prior to me attending college. But what did happen is my parents got on the computer and they filled their part out without me watching. And that makes sense. That's a pretty private thing. So hopefully if that's you, maybe just the simple act of suggesting, what if I gave you my computer to fill your part out and then I complete the rest of the stuff for me? Hopefully your parents will be willing to go along with that. Or you give them the login information after you've completed everything that you can complete. So the only thing left is the parental tax information, and then they go in, complete that, and then it's able to be submitted. The second thing that I want to encourage you to do, for whatever institution it is that you're going to attend, there's going to be some form of, the wording will be a little different, but effectively it's a general scholarship application. Every college has this, and there's going to be some pretty specific scholarships within there that you're not going to know about. There's going to be some generic ones. So what's going to happen is people graduate from a school, they're an alumni from a school, they want to give back to the school that they love one day when they get old and rich, and so they are going to want to help out a future student that's in a similar situation that they were in. You'll get somebody that gives money for a scholarship that's designated for someone that attended a high school in Bell County, is getting a degree under the College of Education that says on the year that they student teach, the amount of the scholarship needs to triple. And I know that because that was the scholarship that I received. It was for a graduate of a high school in Bell County. Well, that was me, who was getting a degree at Tarleton. That's where I was going to school, with a major from the College of Education. That's the college at Tarleton that my degree came from. And so I received that one because I met all the criteria for it. And then the year that I did my student teaching, that scholarship tripled in amount, which meant I got a bigger refund check, which helped a ton when you're student teaching and coaching and can't hold a job. So there's going to be a lot of really specific scholarships like that are out there that you don't know about, but the people that work in that office do. For most of us, the institution that you're going to go to this year, that deadline has passed. But I want to encourage you to please still go ahead and apply. We're talking about an hour, maybe 2 hours worth of work in completing an application and an essay. But here's what's going to happen. There's still money left over in the pot. And so you submit that application, they're going to try to find something for you this year. One of the things that is being predicted about the 2020-2021 school year is that we're going to see a record high in the number of students taking a gap year, just because there are so many unknowns moving forward. What that means is that a lot of students that scholarships were earmarked for, so let's say a high school graduate from somewhere applies to a school and they receive a $5,000 scholarship. So the school has designated that money to go to that student. Well, if that student sent their letter back in May that says, hey, I'll not be attending this next year, then that means $5,000 that was designated now is back in the pot for other students to receive money from. I know that the questioner asked a legit good scholarship. Look, those exist and those are out there. If I get one $30,000 scholarship or if I get 10 $3,000 scholarships, does it really matter? Either way, I've got $30,000 worth of schooling paid for. The third tip that I have is straightforward, and it's what you've heard from the time you were in 7th grade on through high school graduation, and that's this: GPA and test scores actually matter. If you're a college student, you're not going to go take your SAT or your ACT. But every semester you have a chance to move your GPA higher or lower. And the higher you can get your GPA, the more scholarships you become eligible for. Some scholarships you just need a 3.0, maybe even a 2.8. Other scholarships you need a 3.5 or a 3.6. The higher you get your GPA, the more eligible you are for a larger quantity of scholarships. It's one of those things, if you're going to be a great steward of the opportunity to be in a classroom, it's also going to open up more doors for scholarships. So I'm I'm sorry that I don't have a website that you can go to that's got a bunch of large scholarships available for you, but it tends to be that the real basic things are actually what open the doors to the most scholarships.